What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So, many of you know that I don't typically have the best opinion when it comes to large national banks. And while that still remains true, there are two companies in particular that I feel have done a wonderful job of adapting their old traditional banking model to fit the modern day needs of the banking industry. And that would be both Chase Bank and Capital One. So, since we've done a ton of versus videos with mobile banks, today I thought it would be really interesting to put two of the best traditional banking models head to head with each other to see which one might be the better option for you. So, if you want to know if you should go with Chase Bank or Capital One, then let's jump right into it. Alright, so as per usual, I have done separate reviews on both Chase Bank and Capital One, and while those videos aren't that old comparatively, things can change very quickly as far as features and interest rates go. So first, let's quickly brush up on what each account has to offer, and then we'll put them head to head to see which one might be the better option for you. First up, we have Chase, which if you didn't know, is the largest banking corporation in America with over $3 trillion in assets, making it bigger than like 90% of the countries on this planet. But putting that insane fact aside, Chase offers a ton of financial services, including investing, loans, credit cards, and a number of bank account options, which is what we are going to focus on today. So, in my opinion, the Chase bank account options are a little bit confusing, and there are so many different accounts and options to choose from, but for 90% of us, the best account to start with is the Chase Everyday Total Checking Account. They also have the Everyday Secure Account, as well as the more premium Sapphire and Private Client account options, but for most of us, that's just not necessary. So the biggest advantage of your Chase bank account, regardless of which account option you decide to go with, is that they currently have 4,700 locations that are scattered all over the place, meaning if you need to go to a physical bank for whatever reason, then obviously that is a huge advantage that a lot of the mobile banks that we talk about here on the channel just do not offer. Now, with the Everyday Total Checking Account, there is a $12 monthly fee, which stinks. However, this can really easily be waived either by making $500 in electronic deposits, maintaining a balance in this account of $1,500 or more, or having a balance of $5,000 or more in a combination of different Chase accounts. So as you know, I hate monthly fees, and I don't think that anyone should have to pay any monthly banking fee, considering how many fantastic free options are currently on the market. But the good news is that with Chase, you can get that fee waived pretty easily, meaning this account is going to be free, which is always awesome. Outside of those physical locations, they also have a network of 16,000 free-to-use ATMs, and they offer a ton of awesome features through the Chase online banking portal, such as online bill payments, automatic savings features, and a partnership with Zelle, which is a third-party peer-to-peer transfer app. And we've seen this with mobile banks, and basically this allows you to send or receive money to pretty much any bank account here in the US. And lastly, perhaps the biggest benefit with the Chase Everyday Checking Account is that they currently are offering a $225 sign-up bonus when you open an account and set up direct deposit. So that is pretty awesome if you ask me, and while you do have to maintain this account for a certain amount of time, and obviously you do need direct deposit, that's still an insane sign-up bonus for new customers. As far as savings accounts go, again, there's a few different options, but for your average customer, they're going to be looking at the standard Chase savings account, which again has a $5 monthly fee, but similar to the checking account, this can very easily be waived, meaning it's going to be free. But overall, the savings account is pretty basic and doesn't offer any glamorous features or anything like that. But the huge disappointment that seems to be consistent with most national banks is that the Chase savings account currently only pays you 0.01%, which is absolutely terrible. But considering they have to maintain those expensive brick and mortar locations nationwide, that's kind of normal with these national banks, and that's part of the reason why I personally don't generally like them. However, Chase has really modernized their entire platform and their mobile interface, and currently their mobile app has 3.3 million reviews on the iOS App Store with an average of 4.8 stars. And in my opinion, this app is pretty great and definitely beats out some similar competition like Bank of America and Wells Fargo as far as the modern design goes. And like I mentioned earlier, Chase also offers a number of awesome credit card options, certificates of deposit, car loans, mortgages, investing through JP Morgan, and a ton of business banking accounts as well. Alright, so that was a really quick rundown of what Chase currently has to offer, so now let's move on to Capital One to see how they stack up with their features. So similar to Chase, Capital One also offers separate checking and savings account options, and we're going to start off with the Capital One 360 checking account. This account has no monthly fees, and there's no hoops that you have to jump through in order to get any fees waived or anything like that, so already that is a huge advantage for Capital One. And while there is still a $35 overdraft fee, which is extremely normal for these national banks, including Chase, with Capital One, they do have what's called overdraft options, which basically gives you the choice to opt out of that overdraft feature, meaning if you do overdraft your account for whatever reason, then instead of being charged that ridiculous $35 fee, that transaction will instead be declined. So while it is a bummer that that fee is still there, I do like the fact that you do have the choice to opt out of that. Capital One also currently has 2,084 locations and a number of Capital One cafes that they are rapidly expanding, so definitely fewer brick and mortar locations when compared to Chase. However, recently they added a ton of new ATMs to their network, and they now offer over 70,000 free-to-use ATMs, which is significantly more than the 16,000 that Chase offers. Similarly, they also offer a ton of great features through their online banking portal, including automatic savings transfers, the exact same Zelle partnership that Chase offers and a lot of mobile banks have, and the ability to get paid up to 2 days early, which is one feature that we really don't see from national banks very often. For the savings account, they also offer a 360 performance savings, which again has no fees and is a pretty basic account across the board, but they do offer some cool savings goals features that again is something that we don't usually see from these national banks, so that's a huge advantage for Capital One. But the biggest advantage that Capital One has over a ton of other banks, both mobile and large national banks, is that their savings account currently pays you a crazy 0.4% interest, which is 40 times what Chase and most other national banks are currently paying. So if you're concerned about the interest rate that you are earning on your money, then Capital One absolutely crushes the competition on their savings account with that crazy 0.4% interest rate. Their app is also incredibly well designed with over 3.6 million reviews and an average of 4.8 stars on the iOS App Store, and I'd say that compared to the Chase app, they are pretty much the same, and both definitely offer a more modern look and feel than many competitors. I will also mention that Capital One offers a teen money checking account that is a very popular and fantastic option if you do want to open an account for your teenager, as well as a number of business banking options, auto loans, mortgages, credit cards, and a bunch of other fantastic financial tools. Although I will mention that I don't believe they currently have any investing options, so that is an advantage that Chase has, since obviously they have JP Morgan Chase. Okay, so that's a really quick rundown of the features that each of these accounts offers. So what are the biggest differences between the two, and what things do you want to keep in mind when making your decision? Well, the first major difference to me that sticks out is the fact that Chase has that $12 monthly fee, and while you are able to pretty easily get that waived, I love the fact that Capital One doesn't even bother charging a fee to begin with, and doesn't make you jump through any hoops in order to get that fee waived. One other big difference is that Chase does have more physical brick and mortar locations, but Capital One has significantly more free to use ATMs. So if you need to go to a physical bank, then Chase might be the better option depending on where you live and if there is a location near you. But if you don't really need that, but you do feel like you'll need to withdraw money from an ATM, then Capital One is probably going to be the better option for you. As far as the features are concerned, they are pretty similar across the board with both the checking and savings account options. However, keep in mind that Chase is currently offering that crazy $225 sign-up bonus when you open an account and set up direct deposit. So that is definitely an advantage that Chase has over not only Capital One, but pretty much every other bank. And lastly, the only other major difference between these two is obviously the awesome interest rate that Capital One is currently offering at 0.4%. As per usual, those interest rates are constantly changing, but again, at the time of recording this video, Capital One is offering 0.4%, while Chase is offering just 0.01%. So as far as interest rates are concerned, concerned, Capital One is absolutely crushing the competition by miles. So at the end of the day, both of these companies have done a wonderful job of adapting to the modern banking industry, and I do believe that either would be a great banking option depending on your financial needs. But keeping those needs in mind, there may be better options on the fintech side of things with other mobile banks, so I highly encourage you to check out my video on why you might want to consider closing your national bank account. But in that video, I did talk about why, for some people, having an account with someone like Chase or Capital One might still be the best option for your financial situation. So I think if I had to choose between the two, I would personally go with Capital One, simply because I personally don't really need to go into a physical bank, and I would much rather have more free-to-use ATMs, plus the interest rate that Capital One is currently paying is 40 times what Chase is currently offering. So I would go with Capital One, but I would love to hear if you prefer Chase or Capital One down in the comment section below, and why you feel that is the better banking option for you. As always, if you did get value out of this content and you want to help support me, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who you think would get value out of this content as well. And of course, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.